The interesting thing to note is that while the Sawback kit does come with Phillips hardware, this bumper actually comes with hex hardware. Hey guys, welcome back to Revolution XRC and welcome to the kickoff of the upgrade series for this GMADE Sawback Sport. The first upgrade I'm going to be doing to this GMADE Sawback Sport are cosmetic upgrades. Now you'll see that the GMADE Sawback comes with a nickel plated bumper, and in the right application it might look great. I actually like the shape of this bumper, very simple. I just wish it was black. You'll see that the Sawback does not come with a rear bumper, and it does not come with rock sliders. So what I have here are Junfac bumper that I'll be adding right here, and this is metal, it's not plastic. Rear bumper, which is also, I believe, aluminum, and these GMADE rock sliders, and these are plastic. They do have metal ones, but I opted to just keep it plastic, and I like the way these look anyway, so let's get started. Now, interesting thing to note with this Junfac bumper right here, so take a closer look at it. The interesting thing to note is that while the Sawback kit does come with Phillips hardware, this bumper actually comes with hex hardware. This is the part for the front bumper, and I'll put a link to this in the description below. Alright, I'm going to have to do this off camera. It's really hard to get to this nut to attach the bumper, but I'll show you exactly what it is after I get the bumper attached. Alright, so here's a trick for the bumper that may or may not help when attaching the bumper on this GMADE Sawback. So put the nuts in place first and just don't tilt the nuts out of place. So put the little nuts into the nook of the chassis rail, and then put the bumper on. And then use something to hold the nut in place while you put the screws in, and just lightly screw it in just so the nuts don't fall out of place. And do that for both sides. So I'm still going to do that off camera because this position is hard for me to work with. I'll be right back when I get it attached. Alright, I've got the front bumper attached, and you'll see the little nut in there that you need to use to attach it. I'll try to give you a better look at it. It's kind of hard, but yeah, you gotta get in there. And there's just a screw on top. And I'm going to attach the little fog lights back on. Alright, here are the fog lights attached back onto the bumper. We're ready to move on to the rear. These are the parts we get for the rear bumper. And here is what we're doing. The heavy duty rear bumper for GMADE Sawback. I'll put a link to this in the description below. Right. Let's go ahead and start. want it this way because you need to hang lower. Okay. Now, I probably don't need to use these since I already have the Team K and K equivalents, but I will use these two washers right here. So let's just put those aside. And yeah, I'm staying there. It's okay. And these just attach on the outside of the chassis rail. Just like that. You don't scratch that. I actually do need those screws that come with the bumper. They're longer, so since these attach on the outside of the chassis rail, you're going to need longer screws. And that's what we're going to do. Use the washer just like that. There you go. That's the rear bumper attached. Alright, here's the last item for this part of the series that we're going to attach the rock sliders for the Sawback. And here is the part, and I'll put a link to this in the description below. If you guys haven't gotten a set of these side cutters yet, really handy when you're cutting off pieces from sprues, because you can cut them nice and flush. And I'll put a link to this tool in the description below as well. Alright, these are the parts that come with the rock sliders. These are the set of hardware. These self-tapping screws are for the rock sliders to the mount. And these regular screws are for the mount to the chassis rail. Now, they use different holes for mounting these rock sliders. You'll see the existing ones are in these two positions, and I think you might be able to use the same positions, or you might want to use the other ones that are in line with the skid. So we'll see. I might have to use these because they might be longer, or I might not, but we'll take a look. Yeah, so as you can see, these are shorter. Probably not what we want. Okay. Now looking at it, these will use the same screws as the one that is mounted to the skid plate. And I'll tell you why, because if I didn't use those, you see those existing screw heads won't let this mount be flush. So you're going to use the existing ones as the ones attached to the skid. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see how long these are and see if they'll work for us. might be a little short. Give it a shot. This should go in the middle position. Oops. Right here. No, there's enough thread. Alright, my batteries ran out when I was removing the old brackets right here. But we're ready to repeat the same thing we did for the other side, which is to mount this rock slider bracket. Okay, now we're ready to mount the sliders, and I like them with about this much out. Let's mount the body just to make sure. Yeah, we want them about that far out. So for me, that's about 3 holes out. And for these, you'll need to use the self-tapping screws. Got one side done. Alright, that completes attaching the rock sliders to the chassis. Take a closer look at it. And now this is how it looks with the body attached. There you see how it sticks out the side, it protects the body. There. I might actually move it in one more, but we'll see. Here's the new bumper with the body. Like cool looking. And here's the rear bumper. Alright, here's the final look with the bumpers and rock sliders attached. I think these little bits really complete the look. And of course I'm going to be adding more scale details later, but as far as things made specifically for the Sawback, it definitely completes this body. Look at the rear bumper. As you can see, the rear bumper is a really good fit. Well, I hope you enjoyed this part of the upgrade series for this GMADE Sawback Sport. Please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for future upgrades on this GMADE Sawback Sport. Thanks for watching.